I'm ready to go. Yeah, we have 5 minutes to spare. That's right. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. Picture of Warsaw. We're flying in. There you go, Pop. What do you think?
Still
back home.
Still okay.
Okay, here we are.
Now, wait a minute. Let me show you.
Here's our room.
Where we at? See, finally we in Warsaw.
Yep, this is our big room. Not huge. We're in Warsaw. Saturday at Warsaw. See, look at this big building. Well, we'll get some more footage later. Right by the Polish Congressional Building. So down underneath the street are all the kiosk cars. You can see what this is a lot like Moscow. This is underneath the street. And the stores all up underneath the street. See this area out here goes out to the goes back up towards the street. And you can see how it goes back over here. This is a railway underneath. Yeah, the station up underneath Moscow. And you can see how it goes way. Warsaw. There, I did it right that time.
Yeah.
There you go, guys. Electric streetcars. Yeah. See, there's the station right down there, and the sign for McDonald's. Nopa.
Right across the street, Casino Warsaw.
Yeah, right there. Casino.
Oh, beautiful buildings right down the street. See those? The remodeling.
By the way, guys, the time that's being displayed is local back in Houston. It's not that time here. It's 8 o'clock, 8:30 here.
They even different with the when we got day.
Opa's about to go. So you go down through here, and you take a right, and then you come up on the other side. Right there.
See, we came all the way to Warsaw
to go to McDonald's. That's right. Go to McDonald's. See, we got all the fine restaurants. We got McDonald's. We got Burger King. Look at that. I mean,
that's a different McDonald's. You see, they make those McDonald's with a hole in the middle.
Getting ready to have some breakfast. little sitting area right before you go in. And the elevator's over here. This is all in the hotel.
No, it's not, Joe. It's not raining.
It's just wet. It's just wet.
Now people start.
It's just wet.
Having a rainy day in Warsaw.
Yes. Well, we're in Lutz. Right here. Dad's all confused. He's not sure where anything is. So where?
It's supposed to be a little park on one side of that. See this the little square? You see where it says Platz? Platz Kościelny. That used to be a wooden bridge where it came over from the ghetto to the Gentile side.
You recognize this street?
Can you imagine, Joe?
Look at
on the same street where I walked 60 years ago.
Yeah.
And that's the street we lived in Ulica Groznovska.
Well, let's go down here.
Let's find 24.
24 down here? Okay. Go. Hear it all, Dad? We're looking for 24. And this one's 23. And that one right there is 25. We're looking for 24. That 23 building right there in front. No, this is the 25 building.
See, it used to be a little soap factory joining with ours.
No? Just don't remember any of this?
No, not this area.
Yeah, maybe that's what they did, because the street doesn't look old. Maybe they cut in the street. My dad thinks he recognizes this old textile plant right here.
I'm getting it now.
Yeah?
See that little window back there?
Yeah?
That's exactly. I remember trying to break that little window. So this here was our house, right here where you see that vacant place.
This is where the house was?
Yes, that's exactly where it was, right here.
That little window my dad was telling me was where he used to throw the rocks. It's a bathroom.
Yeah, that was the only little window in the building, and I always was betting the boys. Yeah, that's it. You see the gate to get in. Yeah, they tore down our house. And that's the little park what I used to skate. In winter time when it froze up, it was building a pond, and I used to skate there.
Go ahead. Dad, you were saying that this over here was...
I remember the old, of course nowadays not occupied, but there used to be textile factories on this side here. And we used to sometimes climb the fence to get over there. They had guards. I remember the barbed wire. Sometimes we got caught on the barbed wire and tore up our clothes, right across. Yeah, I remember now.
Right back, right over there is where the house was.
Well, let's go back, and we try to get a little closer to Malutsky Rynek. It's a big, it's a big square where they had us when the Germans marched in. That's where they run us out from our houses and evacuate us all the way to Krosno. Came in and give us about a half hour to get out of the house, and that's the square where they had the trucks waiting for us and the streetcars where they took us out of town. Oh, it started melting, and then it started freezing again. We used to skate on the water, on the melted snow, right here. We used to skate in this park here.
There's the old factory. And right over there is where my dad's house used to be.
Yeah. I bet you those trees still here since I left.
Oh yeah, I bet so. Starting to come back?
Yeah, let's go back, see if we can drive and see some other places where my uncle used to live.
All right.
Right there across the street. There used to be a bakery, Joe.
Yeah.
Where when the Germans marched in, I stayed 4 hours in line to get a loaf of bread. And then when I got to the door, the German pulled me out and said, "Jude, get away from me."
You think this is where your uncle used to live?
Let's see, this building is next. I believe it's less.
Think that was it?
Heck. No, it was a 5-story. So this used to be the square where they hold us out to take us out of the city, you know, and expel us way too deep in Poland.
Now I got a kiosk right there.
Let's see if we can go find the school where I used to go.
All right. And now let's go 22.
That's what we had our shoe store.
Oh, no kidding.
We had a shoe store right here. It's got that little sign.
Yeah.
We used to have a sign where it said, you know, Bouvier. But all those 4 windows were displays the shoes.
Those 4 right there. This is where your parents had a shoe store?
Yeah, and that's where I was born, in this building. budynków. 60 lat temu, 74 lat temu. Ale jak mnie wysłali do Niemiec, to miał 12 lat. A to jest mój syn. Ja mu pokazuję, że tu żeśmy mieszkali.
Telling him that you were born here?
Yeah, that's why I was born.
My dad was saying that this is where most of the Jews lived, was right around here. Hold on, Dad. I was going to get some film.
No, wait until we get to the next
We're looking for where Dad used to go to school. That's it.
Yeah,
8. There used to be a school? Dad?
That used to be a school in the back.
You want to go behind?
Behind it, not the front.
You want to go behind it?
I don't know, you can go up.
That's it?
Yeah, that's the building where I used to go to school.
A swastika. This is that same building.
Oh, this is the monument of Tadeusz Kościuszko. We have a fort in Texas, what it's called after his name, Kościuszko.
Oh, that's
a fort, I believe it's called, because he used to fight.
in Texas or in Georgia?
Well, in Georgia too, but I believe they have it in Texas. Tadeusz Kościuszko. And when the Germans marched in, they dynamited that monument and they put a swastika on the top. And after the Poles took it back, they took the swastika off and put back Tadeusz Kościuszko on the top.
George Washington.
He was a Polish general fighting in the Civil War, the independence of from the British to win independence from the British.
This is like the shopping area. And look. That's different.
You got the rickshaw in Poland.
Yeah, a Polish rickshaw. Well, that's a little better than the Polish rickshaw.
Take a good shot of that. That's a church over there.
Museum. Tak, tutaj. Museum Bureau, nie museum.
Who's that driving? Hey, mister, you got your Polish driver's license?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was born with a driver's license.
Okay, pull it over. You don't even have your driver's license, buddy.
In Poland, if a kid is born, they give him a driver's license.
That's that car with those square wheels though?
Yeah.
Well, we're in between Lutz and Warsaw. Got about 50 kilometers to go.
And Dad is driving.
And Dad's driving. Getting passed by a bunch of maniacs.
On a 2-lane street.
Yeah,
they make it that one way.
They're all out to get us. Here we go, Warsaw, Highway 2.
They even got signs.
If you look really hard and very careful, you can, if you concentrate, you can actually start reading Polish. See, it almost looks like it says hotel. I mean motel. You see that? If you're really concentrating, yeah. And if you look at the signs, you can almost tell it says gas station and food. Look at that. It's amazing. But it takes a little while till you get used to it. So you can start reading those signs, you know?
They got telephones too.
Yeah. But it takes a while. See, even the gas stations, that's by the liter though. 214. $2.14 a liter. Those are those imported Texas cows over there. Boy, here goes Pop doing it. Gonna go now. Bunch of crazy Polacks.
There was a cop. That's all.
Pedal. Harder. Harder. Faster. Look at that. How we doing?
You're doing terrific. We got a car, we don't even have to fill it up.
A couple of drops and take you across country.
Yeah, all you have to do is put another beer in there. And a little vodka mixed with it.
Volvo. It's kind of yellow there, Pop.
First, a few information. I don't know if you know about the Jewish population in Poland before the war. Yes, all those facts that
Well, not all the
was.
facts, but some.
But anyway, just briefly, Jewish population of Poland was the largest in Europe before the Second World War, just after US. Nearly 3.5 million Jews lived in Poland before the war. It was just around 10% of the whole population of the country. In Warsaw, this percentage was high. 1/3 of the city population were Warsaw Jews. So on a million and 100, more or less million and 100,000, over a million and 100,000 inhabitants, there were 350,000 Jews living in Warsaw. And this is the original piece of the ghetto wall, which left the only piece of the wall which was not destroyed during the liquidation of the ghetto. But the height of this wall is, I mean, it's not the average one. The average was much lower. It's mostly over 80%.
This was one of the first kibbutz in all of Europe. Which this was the house before the war that was used as the kibbutz. And later. Cemetery.
This cemetery is nearly 200 years old. It was laid out here in 1806, and it was from the beginning the biggest among the cemeteries. Not the biggest only cemetery among the Jewish cemeteries in Poland, but all over the Europe as well. It's probably around, it's not checked yet, but probably around 180,000 gravestones here. And as I told you before, it was almost intact. This is the original gate, which pre-war, which led to the cemetery. This one now is a post-war. And this original basement was just dig recently last year, where the synagogue and the burial house stood before the war. But this one was destroyed. And this wall here, już lata lecą i mam sklerozę. Mam zapisane jego, no. Falkowski. On jest około 45 lat, mniej więcej, na 48, mniej więcej. Ja panu dam telefon, on mieszka w Krakowie i albo stąd, z hotelu zadzwoni pan do niego i się panu mówi i on wszystko panu,
Try to take this one a bit close up because it says tu spoczywają that those who died rest over here.
Mm-hmm. And this is the border, the white.
Yeah, it says
the talus.
it says, "May the soul have a remembrance forever."
Mm-hmm.
Probably some of it is hundreds of years old because there were Jews here in Warsaw.
Tombstone is in Esperanto. He was born in Białystok in 1869, but he spent almost all of his life here in Warsaw. And when he died in 1917, he was buried here. Well-known famous Yiddish He's buried here. Esther Kamińska, she was a founder of the Jewish theater in Poland at the beginning of the century. The survivor of Warsaw Ghetto and Auschwitz, Jack Eisner, he lives in the US now. And he emigrated from Poland just after the war in 1946. And he was the only, from his family, it's here on the left wall, this dedication, he was the only one of his family who survived the war. And it's as a memorial, it's just a fake replica of the wall, the ghetto wall, the same height, you know, same material, brick, and the barbed wire on the top. This used to be this great synagogue of Warsaw, which now is a Western commercial center, stands on it, with the banking system and so on. And on the back, this building is original, this is a Jewish Historical Institute. There's nothing to see, so it's not included in the tour, but if somebody needs the archives, you know, some research, so this building in the center of the city. And this is the only remaining synagogue you see. Dr. Korczak with the children, pre-war photograph. We are here now, in the middle of the large ghetto. Ja przeczytam. Naprawdę? Ja nie, nigdy nie mam takiego. Ja mam fajkę przy sobie.
Ja powiedziałem, że wiatr jakiś tam TikToki czy coś takiego.
Kto ja?
Joe, take a few shots.
That's what I'm doing.
No, I'm talking about the monument itself.
I did.
This is a French. fałszy nie liczy.
Ale proszę Ciebie, nie, ale Żydzi przyjeżdżają dlatego, że pamiętają, jakie ojcowie mieli wielu koni.
No tak, dlaczego nie? Ja to powiedziałem, wiesz o co chodzi. No.
Tak, ale
Nie jest z przedwojennych historii.
Ale w związku z tym, że pamiętają i jadąc ze Starówki specjalnie przyjeżdżają tutaj.
Tak? Już widziałeś to? Ja
No
pierwszy raz to widzę.
Już parokrotnie
tak?
właśnie rozmawiają, że
Tak, tak. Bardzo dobrze. W 60 latach bardzo dobrze. Wie pan, to jest
60 lat. To jest najlepszy koń z lat 50.
Tutaj tak jak kolega wspomniał, że to jest wiele fotografii tej pozycji.
Na pewno życzy Pan tacę plastikową.
They all witnessed of this today's street, but there was no street. The wall was in the middle of this, among those buildings. There were divisions before deportation, men, women with kids, inside, the German control. This house, which is this one, inside, still inside the ghetto, inside the Infraplatz, was a basic. Was like a hospital, transfer hospital for those who were not able to be deported just immediately, so they had to wait in this signal. And this house, which was off outside the wall, was the Gestapo headquarters. So only those two buildings left here on the both sides. It's big irony. And this is a secondary private college in this signal. So the rent is not visible on the photograph, but it was off this side. So there was the Penal Club, canteen for elders, Jewish veterans of the Second World War. So it's a lot of institutions, small but in a way all Jewish institutions, and it's visible the Jewish kindergarten. Yeah, this yellow building is the synagogue, the only one which left. Yes. It survived because after the liquidation of the little ghetto, Germans used it which was looted, was destroyed. There were horses here, which means that in that time, between 42 until
Joe,
44, there was
I'll
no
be in front
law.
of the Bina, you know, the Bina,
Ground.
and take from the other side.
And Bimai's replica, Aron HaKodesh's replica, the Sefer Torahs are not from here, not from this synagogue.
Can you take a picture from the Bina too?
But with
The
the open,
Bima?
do you want to? No, I wouldn't
You
do it.
couldn't.
I mean, I'm not rabbi.
I mean a picture like
Yeah,
this.
of course. Of course.
No, I would.
Very pretty. What park is this, Pop?
Park Lajeński.
Lajinsky Park.
That's where the kings used to live.
All the kings used to live. It's very pretty. I don't know if you guys can hear the birds. There's a lot of birds.
That's a beautiful, beautiful park. The Polish kings 500 years ago, built their first palace.
Yeah, the back of the castle. They're redoing it.
And that's the place where the kings used to go down to take a piss.
Hey, there's some ducks out there. Yeah, look at that. Got some ducks in the middle of that pond.
Look at that little bridge crossing over.
Yeah, we'll have to go over there. My dad was spotting that bridge. We're going to go over that way. My dad asking directions as usual. He just has to, I don't think he needs to know where we need to go. I think he just enjoys speaking Polish with people around here. And they're all very friendly too. Very friendly. But I hope everybody can hear all these birds. There's like birds everywhere. And the peacock. And by the way, it's not real warm. It's probably about the mid 40s right now. We're going to go down this way in just a minute. Now, that's some pretty flowers. Look at that.
Well, you want me to take a few pictures of you, Joe?
Check this out, guys. Look at that peacock up in the tree. I've never seen a peacock in a tree. Look at that. He was yelling just a minute ago. We're at one of the palaces now.
Yeah. The parks go for miles and miles. Let me show you now. I'll take some pictures in front.
Hey, let's go out in the front where the...
Będzie można wyjść, to panu tego nie powiem. No, w tej chwili jest tam królowa Belgii, proszę pana. I ona tam się gości, no.
My też jesteśmy.
Ja zrobię, no.
Boy, you can hear those peacocks just screaming.
And ducks, look here, turn around and take the ducks are going out. Look,
Feed me, feed me.
No, that's Joe. Now you're in front of the palace of the kings.
Can you see it?
And I take a better shot.
Don't walk. My dad's first attempt at using the camcorder. If I give him some gum, he'll fall over.
How you get the close-ups?
Zoom up on the here. Push the red button. Push the red button. Push it. Zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom. To the left is zoom. There you go. You got it?
Yeah.
Ling and Gus are following us over here.
That's the horse-driven carriages, what the kings 400 years ago used to ride. And the horse still alive.
Yeah. Here, put it on wide angle and turn around. Got Ling and Gus behind us again. Push the button to the right, and it'll pan back out.
Now it's it's 10:30 and they don't open the inside for guests to go in. It'll be 11 o'clock before they let us in. And then we take some shots from the inside.
All right. You got it on Zoom, Dad.
Yeah, I still have it.
Why don't you turn it off? You still have it on Zoom.
Not too much.
There you go. Okay, push the button. That's enough. Push the button.
Wait a minute. I want to...
Ling and Gus following us around.
There's some little ducks, but they follow us around. They want something to eat.
Yeah,
we
that's
might,
for sure.
We might pack them up and take them with us. But it wouldn't be enough for dinner. They're pretty small.
Boy, you filmed all right. You just filmed and filmed and filmed.
Wow. Make a movie. Very good.
I don't think. No, I think there's oh, what do you call it? A VIP.
Proszę się cofnąć.
VIP.
O które godziny tu otworzą?
Here, back up, Dad.
No.
So the castle. That's a big peacock. That's the same guy that was up in the tree. There's that tree right there that he was up in.
Take some while you're at it. Take some of those trees.
All right.
That's what they call Polish bez. Wildlife. Chciałaś bez, now masz bez.
We don't know who they are, but they're somebody.
They're giving them a big runaround in the whole park.
Yeah. And you got the reporters chasing after them with the cops too.
And somebody going behind with a sack behind the horses.
Yeah. Polizia. Uh-oh, here they come, Dad. They're coming to get you. This is one of the caretaker houses. That'd be a tough place to have to live in. Not living in the castle, but you'd have to be a caretaker and live in this old shack. Look at this. Not a bad little shack to live in. My dad's trying to see if there's anybody home. You ever seen a brown squirrel like that?
Yeah. They call it in Polish wiewiórka. It's a much bigger and they're red.
It looks like a big rat.
No, they don't look like a rat.
This is the front of that house. Look at the front, the entryway.
And that's the caretakers.
we were trying to see inside. Look at this.
The vestibule. Look at that hand painting.
Yeah, he just walked right up to us just a minute ago. Like, hey, you got anything for me? Those big hairy ears. That must be his burrow right there. There.
Hey, kozak, kozak!
This is the Polish Congressional Building.
Polish is called Sejm and Senat, like senators.
Okay guys, this is right outside the hotel. You can see underneath the Holiday Inn. So you can see what we can see. Right down here is this is the museum over here. Yeah, you need to take your other pill. And right over there where I'm aiming right now is where they have a bunch of the kiosks where they have the. My dad and I just went shopping yesterday. You see all those 10 buildings and the tents? Just miles and miles of shopping back there. I mean, you could just go through that forever, it seems like, because it goes all through there and back over this way. You can see a little bit back over there. I mean, it just goes on and on and on and on. And then right there is the Lot Polish Airline building. And Marriott is right that one. And I'm not sure what that building is, but it sure is a pretty building. It's a very modern city, you'd be surprised. It's very easy to get around. Very easy. Tons of public transportation and everything is very inexpensive, especially the food. Yeah, that's true. Everything is Western style. The McDonald's tastes like McDonald's, and all the food is pretty good.
You have to eat with a fork and knife, not just a fork.
Yeah, that's right. You have to eat with a fork and a knife, not just a fork.
They charge you another 20 zlotys more.
Okay, here's our room in Krakow. This is the hotel. Looks very old. And as you can see, they're cleaning. I'll show you the inside. Board floors. You can hear it even squeaks. Mirror. A coat rack. Which all the ceilings are 12 foot, matter of fact. See that 1884 on the coat rack.
See, the key holder was made in 1884.
Yeah, it did, does it?
Yeah, no kidding.
Wow, that must have been when the hotel was put up. See decorations on the side and everything. And then
the key holder was made in 1884.
Brass.
Solid brass, weighs about 2 pounds.
It's a pretty good sized room. Pretty big room.
12-foot ceilings.
Yeah.
But
you can go out on treatment. Well, you could, and you can even go out through that door. I already went out one time, out to the little balcony, to the main square that's out here. It's raining right now.
main square. So this picture here, it says April. You see?
Yeah.
And the other one, the other picture, it says May. You see May?
You guys are going up. Up to the salt mine. We found a group of Americans who are in the salt mine and going on a tour, getting our guide. Real nice crew.
Mine dated back to the 17th, 18th and 19th century. Our salt mine is one of the biggest and the oldest in Europe. It's over 700 years old. Its length from west to east is 7 kilometers. From north to south is 1.5 kilometers, but all tunnels connected together in one line, there are total 300 kilometers. So to see all of them takes about 3 months.
We won't be here.
Yeah, don't worry, I know you came for short vacation. So you see only 250 today, okay? So would in case you pass your ventilation doors, we have good ventilation system. There are self-locking doors, so please one request, hold the door and pass to the next, because some of them is a strong spring. And as you big people, please watch your heads in some corners. Yeah, king size for short people worked here.
Oh my God. I don't know whether I was going to be able to go this way or that way. I had to push.
They've got this painted up there.
Yeah. You see corridor before 1666, so pretty old.
That's when they used that, huh?
Could you please pass to the next? Yes, hold the door. Low ceiling, watch your hands.
Go on.
Thank you.
I got it. Yes.
Thank you.
Salt deposits were formed about 18 million years ago at the Miocene period. An ocean, sea, had been here for a very long time. Next, hot dry itself is cut in great block of salt. This is salt so-called rock salt. So not like a table white wizard in the kitchen. We have 3 different kinds of salt. You will see all of them. You have matched. I know that visitors are very disappointed because you are expecting to find everything white. But salt in time oxidizes and change color, so if you don't trust me, you can try, you can take a lick somewhere. Not figures, not figures. We have over 500,000 visitors per year. So if everybody wants to take a lick, figures will disappear. But we're walking also actually behind you with ceiling. This is absolutely rock salt. So I am the sweetest part of this. No, no, I wish maybe one day.
Oh, you must.
Wow.
Yeah, this is the oldest chapel. The oldest chapel in this part of the salt mine, St. Anthony's Chapel. Everything is made of salt, of course. ceiling, walls, floor, pillars. The chandelier is decorated with special kind of salt. This is crystal salt. 99.9% of sodium chloride. Sodium chloride is called halite crystals, pure salt, yes. But you see, this part of the chapel for a very long time was sent on account of groundworkers. So here was a shaft, so all humid air and moisture came and damaged figures. You can't really see the shapes because water dissolved the figures, also humid air. So water makes a big devastation in the mine. Also in this mine, the 19th century was held morning masses for miners. They started their work with the mass. They pray every day. The date 1689, this is a day with thirst.
Having obeyed my father's will, here I am, on Polish land.
Up until the 13th century, salt symbolized wealth in Europe. In Poland, however, it was a rarity. At that time, Bolesław the Bashful reigned from Krakow, the capital of Poland. It was he who was impatiently awaiting the arrival of his Hungarian fiancée, Princess Kinga, the daughter of King Bela IV. Kinga's last stop before entering the capital of Poland was the little township of Wieliczka.
King Bela IV, pleased with his daughter's willing plans, secured a generous dowry of jewels and gold. But Kinga did not want.
Before by the special machine, windlass, we're going to see very soon. But you see, first time in 1896, horses were down to the mine. Horses were employed here to help miners. You see on the floor they have arranged trucks, wagons pulled by horses. Here you see also wooden track for transport blocks of salt and barrels for crushing salt. They used before only wooden wedges, and by picks, by hammers, they cut great regular blocks on the wall and the floor. Then they made in the cylinder shape because it was easier for transport. They rolled on the floor. So it was very, very hard job. So see, 4 or 8 horses turned this machine and were transported from the lower levels to the top. On each level was such a machine, first on the surface in the shafts building, then at the first level, second level, so little by little blocks of salt were transported. It looks like a torture chamber. As I imagine in that time, 17th century, people transported only timbers down and they built these machines here. Poor horses, like in coal mines, like in British coal mines, for example, they never go up because they got blind. Isn't it cute? Oh, they turn around. They go blind. Watch your steps. Watch the step. Yes, keep walking.
It's an ancient refrigerator. You can tell what they have. Steps that go down there.
especially for the youngest visitors, for children. You see dwarves, they work like miners. Here, if you see, all tunnels have names like streets here, Kunegunda. She's the same person like Kinga. You remember the legend? That when she dropped her ring?
Yes.
Yes, so she is the same person, and she is our patron specifically for salt miners. We celebrate also St. Barbara, 4th of December. This is big mining holiday. St. Barbara, she is a patron of all miners. Coal copper, important for us is Kinga, Kunegunda. So how about singing? Hi ho, hi ho.
Yeah, watch this.
That's an oasis.
Look at that, Anna.
If I see it better with my glasses, I don't.
Got some of the real miners working down there.
Are they really?
Yeah, that's what it looked like. Way on down there.
Salt here, ceiling, walls, floor, stairs, 3 arches. For a very long time, this chamber was empty, just empty dome, but in years.
You want to continue to get down because all the walls are covered down with salt.
Yeah, everything.
Don't take that much.
Candelier's all salt too. Look at that. The guide was saying that you could actually rent out this room. Look at that. You got the Last Supper. All made out of salt. That's where we were just a minute ago. Salt, I mean, the ground is actual salt.
32% salt, and can't take anymore. It's saturated. So it's the same like a Dead Sea or Salt Lake in Utah you have. That means that you can't drown in such water, you float, yeah, you can swim if you like a Dead Sea. Once you reach such artificial,
It's all water.
here, aircraft engines. 2,000 Jewish people worked here. Therefore, you see Star of David, Jewish symbol, just to commemorate. It was good shelter because bombs done nothing. But in the year 1994, a Red Army came to Krakow to village, so they had to run away and bring all equipment to the top. Also, especially for transportation engines, this is from the Hitler time. There were only 2 chambers where prisoners had to go. Other people were not slaves. Statue of Stanislas Stashin, famous Polish scientist and geologist, but he has no connection to this chamber. He was only a visitor. But if you see the gallery up there one more time, you remember.
Well, here we are. We're at the square right by. I'm up on the balcony of the hotel, looking out. You can see everything. Which, by the way, this over here is the post office where Jared, Mackenzie, I mailed your letters from. You see they're reconstructing a hotel over there. All the buses and trolleys. You haven't seen a trolley go by, but when the trolley goes by right here on the tracks, you can feel it up here on the 2nd floor. Oh, there's a trolley coming around the corner right there. About to come around. There you go right back over here in just a little while and go to the main square. It's beautiful, beautiful old main square. Pretty neat. Yeah, there goes another trolley right there. You see, we got the King Suite. We're the only one with the balcony here, and all the other rooms don't have balconies. This one has a balcony. But this is a lot different than Warsaw. It's a lot of it's been preserved. It's beautiful. Ah, here comes the trolley. See if you guys can hear it. It goes by. There it goes, and here comes another one. Now it's turning the corner. Oh, the building. That's what this is. The building.
Dedicated to art.
Right near the square. This is one of the old churches.
Show this one to the
square. Yeah, we'll go to the front. Well, at least if you're going to get run over by an ambulance. This is the main square.
Kids feeding. Those Polish pigeons eat out of your hand. The keys.
Yeah.
You know,
the mail, yeah. This is a rated G movie, Dad, so don't say anything.
Well, she's going to sit down sooner or later. She's going to.
Still on the square.
This is a monument of a famous here. Turn around.
Okay, okay. I'll turn around in a minute. See, here's that church that we were on the backside just a minute ago. Oh, it's high. We're gonna go to the other side of the square in just a minute.
And this is a monument of Adam Mickiewicz, a famous Polish poet.
All right, let's go in here.
You can go kind of crazy to buy a souvenir.
Oh yeah. This is inside that yellow building.
Here, take some shots of that wood.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Right there.
See?
Wood. That's the insignia, the official insignia of City Wood.
This is a boat. Wood. All the cities around Poland. Here's the main block. We're going to have a concert right here. Getting ready for it. This yellow building is where all the shopping is.
And shopping
right in there.
The music.
Here's the name of the square. Built in 15 and 25. And that's that yellow building that we were in.
But the pigeons are not at all.
No. No, they're not. It's almost 1 o'clock here.
That's the coming from the university.
Yeah.
And they take that sign, Krakow, 2000 European miasto kultury, kulturę gathering, a gathering of kulturę. Take a close-up of those.
Okay, the gold figurines.
That's some of the bishops from the monastery. Palace of the kings, of the Polish kings.
This is one side of it. Go up right over there. Back. Look at this shot.
Show it that pavement too. It's all natural stone, Joe. Pavement itself.
Yeah. You just see the corner of one of the steeples.
That's the entrance to the valley.
Uh-huh.
And that's the south side of the wall of the Palace of the Kings.
Wait. Oh, you're gonna close me out? Okay.
Official open now.
Look at those metal draws.
They even got a post office here, Joe.
Yeah?
Yeah, Poczta. Whatever says Poczta.
You really get a good view of the city from here.
Yeah, take a shot through a hole and say, instead of shooting with cannons, I'm shooting with my camera. And that's the Wisla right there.
Yeah, look at that.
That's the largest river in Poland. The river is Wisla. Now this one I know what it is. So this one here is white birch. But those three is kasztanowy. I know now what it is.
Oh, the ones with the flowers?
Yeah, they're chestnuts.
Oh, those are those chestnuts. Still on the outer wall is Wawel. Okay, this is where we came in at, and this is inside Wawel. We're about in the middle. We're pretty close to where the middle would be. There's that main building, where the church is, and the gold steeple. And right there's that square tower that we came up from the outside. If you're wondering about all of this right here, it's the in the middle of the burial ground for the kings. Here's that wall. And there's that other round Castle Peak lookout tower, I guess. And then back to the entrance. Up the cannons. Big cannons. Solid brass.
From different kings. That's exactly what it says. Reconstructia. This is they redoing it to the originality as it was. Right here it says.
Boy, it just goes on and on. It's a heck of a center courtyard.
You see, actually, this was for the kids, for the king's kids. It said Dzieciństwa Arkadowego. And they're going to change it to academy for kids. Oi vey.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, if I film like this, I can't say anything, right? If I'm on the outside, filming in.
Yeah, you can take it.
Yeah, look at that.
This is it. You can take it out.
That's right. See, you can see the ceiling, gold, and it's all hand painted. And then the walls. Let me get a close up of that. We're in the old Jewish synagogue in Krakow. This is the old synagogue. We saw earlier the inside. This is the outside. Notice on the window the Star of David. My dad thinks that this might have been an old synagogue.
That's the train, and that's where it was fenced in. Once it passed that gate where it said Arbeit macht frei, then they let us out, and we started getting some of them to the left and some of them to the right. But those to the left, they used to go to the gas chambers, and to the right, they had a chance to go to work.
Go to the barracks and
But at first, you had to wait to be tattooed, and the other line go away because
die überwiegende Mehrzahl von Beamten in einer Kriegsgebaut, also Krematoren mit Gaskammern. Und das Lager in Birkenau hatte ab dem Jahre 1942 vor allem die Funktion eines Massenverhandlungslagers. Der wurde solche Lager aus Birkenau.
of just some eyeglasses. There were stacks. You can imagine from millions of people what they took glasses. So you see, this is part of it, of people, what they came into the camp with the invalid, and before they went to the gas chambers, had to strip their
prosthesis.
After the guard hours, you see, this was between for the guards, and then
the other fence, just in case.
Well, there were some guards from
all the suitcases, baskets.
This is most of the German transport.
1942.
Yeah, it's possible. Did you take some of those? You see that couple? That's exactly how it was. Some of them pushed out, you know, that to make a little space. So he used to kick in to make some more space for another guy. And that's how they used to pile up, you know. They used to put 5 people in one of those dividing bunkers, what they call. You should take those. This was the barracks where we were actually staying overnight before we went, and that's how the bunkers used to look. Each section had 5 people in them. A lot of time they put more if there was some crowded, you know, a lot of them came in by. You see, both of those fences, Joe, used to be electrocuted. Both of them were electrocuted, high voltage, and then the other one was concrete. The third one was concrete, and then high voltage on the top. And all around it, you had those posts. You know, they could. You see, there was some, what it says in Polish, what they tried to, a resistance group, organize a resistance group, and right there, just 2-3 months before the liberation, they hung him, showed him, you know, hung all those. Let's go to one of those barracks.
What are the chimney stacks with the fireplace thing for?
That's where the people used to come in by train, and that was the dead end. It didn't go no farther. On the way out from here, it was through the chimneys, or if lucky, you went to another camp. Start with this one. When that's how they transport. They used to bring him in, the women and children. People, and in the morning you had to get out here and be counted, and most those barracks were designed just to stay for 2-3 weeks, or COU, or you don't carry any diseases. See, if you could take a close-up on all the way at the end.
I did.
That's where they used to hang people for some kind of reason. What, like they didn't want to go out to work or any least reason. I believe that's.
It's a gate.
That was the gallows. Still so. Z tym, co konia się bije.
Tym pejczem takim, tak?
I się trochę bawił z tym.
A, no.
Jest dziewczyny, tak,
po kroku?
Tak.
Ale to co powiedzieć synowi, że stąd to jeszcze słabo, bo można to wyżej będzie lepiej skamerować. Tu jest telewizja Kraków, ta wieża taka co widać. Kościół Mariacki, rynek cały. A tam jest ta willa tego generała Franka.
No to nie był Frank.
To ten co zaglądał cały.
Tego obozu.
A to nie tej willi, to innej willi.
On miał tę willę. Ja nie pamiętam, gdzie ta brama była, kiedy dużo ludzi wybrali na dopracowania w Krakowie. Większość była w obozie.
To my podejdziemy później pod tą bramę. No tak podejdziemy tu na ten. Tu się zaczyna ściana kamieniołomu. To jest ta trasa, którą my przyjechali tam na skrzyżowaniu, a to leci do Zakopianki, do Ronda Matecznego, po forum, hotelu, a tam w tamtym górniku na górę, na Zakopankę.
Is that part of the camp?
Well, this was part of the camp, but it was a flat area where we used to come in. Tak, tu była, teraz pamiętam to dobrze. Tu wchodzili.
Tak.
Grupy do miasta Pleczowa.
My tam potem zjedziemy na dół. Tylko z góry to, żeby lepiej było widać, a potem tam podjedziemy jeszcze na dół. Całe takie miasteczko zbudowane, znaczy całe to getto takie.
See, that's what they built to make the movie, the Schindler's List. That's what they built it. Ale jeszcze widać, że jaki to jest.
Nie, to jest katolicki.
Dlaczego? Bo ja pamiętam większość widowcy, że to kamienie wybrali. Wszystkie kamienie. Nie całe kamienie. To było, no to jest katolicki cmentarz.
Polskich szynach, no.
I czasem jak chcieli nas.
A tu jest, tam jak te budynki widać, takie te jasne, to jest Kraków Płaszów. Tam jest stacja, tak.
A to jest Wisła?
No? To nie, to to są bagry małe, gdzie piasek wybierali na to. A Wisła jest tam.
It's actually where the camp was, right there.
Są małe bagry i tam są duże bagry. Widać tam takie duże, prawda? Tego tu nie było. Tu była sama skała taka na tym i tam podejdziemy, tam jest krzyż i tam przejdziemy tą drogą, tak to było. To szły to inaczej, tego to inaczej. Kiedy droga była do Moskwy, taki drewniany,
żydowski cmentarz, bo nie był na górze. Na górze był, gdzieś pracowali kamienie.
to ja pokażę, gdzieś pracowaliście tam dalej, ja pokażę gdzie. Wejdziemy tam niżej.
Ale ja pamiętam, trochę górka była, gdzie cmentarz był.
Zgadza się, ale to tam dalej podejdziemy, to tam żeście w dół zjeżdżali takimi wózkami, tak, taki układ, taki pochylnia była na tym.
We're inside the quarry area.
Ale spróbujemy tam przejść jeszcze tu, żeby zobaczyć, przejdziemy tam drugą, tam przechodzimy. Teraz tu nie wyjdziemy do kamienionu, żeby tam jeszcze tam ścianę, bo jest chyba ścianę. Tu była ta kolej taka pustego. Nie tak pionowo, tylko tak, uskok,
tak,
bo to nie może być taka wysoka ściana, bo to przejdziemy jeszcze tędy, wie pan? I tam będzie dalej widać z tamtej drogi.
I tu była dolina i te
To jest nasypane już, bo to już jest nasypane kamienia.
Tak.
Bo tu było tak.
Kiedy przywieźli więźniów, albo chcieli zastrzelić,
tak.
to tu w dolinie musieli zejść do tej doliny i tam zastrzelili i potem wzięli nas. A czasem ten bagier.
Może podejdziemy jeszcze tu, jak te baraczki takie są. Może tam podejść jeszcze bliżej. No i teraz stąd jest bardzo dobry widok, bo całe to można...
Teraz wygląda trochę, było więcej jak tam, kiedy musieli schodzić do dołu.
Ale to już wie pan, to już bardzo dużo lat, to swoje robi, to tam zawsze ktoś kamień zepnie.
This looks like the foundation where that villa was. You know, this looks like, is this the spot where the
comes on? Hold it. Oh.
We're in Zakopane. There's not that much snow here. There's snow right beyond the mountains, right over here, but not here at Zakopane. But you can see the ski jumps. It's only about 20. Well, I think it was 10°C when we were driving up. Look at that. We're up near Zakopane, and you can see it's right over that way is the Czech border, and you can see the snow still up on the mountains.
The high mountains still covered with clouds. They're
clouds and snow.
Take some close up, Joe.
Yeah, I was just gonna take a little shot of what it looks like around here. Yeah, I tell you, that's pretty.
Joe?
Check this out. Ran across this is the sheep herder. Getting the sheep going up in the mountain to graze. Look at that.
Drop.
Yeah. Yeah, you can get a good view of how
There's some mountains, but it's nothing. We're going higher to where some more snow is. That's where we're going to ski.
Yeah. There you go. Check this out, guys. Now, we didn't tell you, but earlier when we were driving up this way, we saw a deer drinking at one of these little streams right along the side of the road. There's all these little streams like right down in there. And you see a little bit of water. Matter of fact, you can hear it as it goes by right here. You can see the little stream. And there was a little deer, little buck. He had some horns. We just couldn't get the camera out in time in order to film him. It's really pretty. But right on the other side of those mountains is Czechoslovakia. Here's a hiking trail. There's like a bunch of these things. As we're going up and down the mountains, we see a bunch of these hiking trails. And pretty neat. You know, right back into that woods, right back there. Look at this. Look at this. Little town up on top of the mountain here. And yes, that says Coca-Cola right there. See there? Just like back in the States. This happens to be a bus stop right here where we pulled over with the car. This is where they catch the buses. They drive along these paths. You see everybody's got a couple of sheep in their backyard. This is where Polacks are Polacks and sheep are scared. Right? Check this out, guys. Look at that. That right there is Zakopane. That's where we came today. And then look at this quaint little villa that they're making over here. Pretty nice little place that they're starting to put together over here. Look at that. Okay, guys, look at that. Now you get a good view of what it looks like. We're probably about, what, 25 kilometers out of Zakopane? Yeah, that's what I thought. Look at that. See all the rolling hills? You hear the wind. It's pretty cool out here. That wind bites. This is something we still haven't figured out. If this is for... These things we haven't figured out if they're for letting hay dry or what they're for. We can't figure that out.
Right here, take some of that little village.
Oh, I'm going to get some close-ups right now. And then, here's something that's going to surprise you. Look where we stopped. This is a gas station. You know, these non-modern pull-ups. Is that something? pretty darn fancy. This would be nice back in the States, much less here.
That's where you stop, not to fill up with gas, but to buy skis to go to the rest of the road.
Yeah, there you go. Well, we found the old Jewish cemetery. Looks like they're redoing the front entrance of this thing. This is in Lutz. It's where Dad's family were all buried. We're all in here, but I don't know. It doesn't look like we'll be able to get in. Looks like it's locked. Dad, does it look like it's locked up pretty tight?
It's locked up. I believe we're going to have to do what he said.
Well, we got in the first entryway, the first entrance, and this is the building that's right outside. And it says that the admission is free for people that are visiting relatives within the cemetery. So we're going to hopefully go in right through that, right on the other side of that wall. See if we can find some of my dad's old relatives.
No szkoda, no bo by się coś znalazło na pewno.
Tak, bo cały dziadek I
This is the address to find out information about where the graves.
Want to come in, Joe?
Yeah, I just wanted to get the front right here. This is all inside the cemetery. They're redoing all the wall, and it looks like they're redoing most of the cemetery here. This is a recent monument, and this is... I am. And this is the actual cemetery. This is the old cemetery wall here. And the caretaker right there that the Dad's talking with was nice enough to let us in. You know, it's no charge to come in, but they're not open today. But he's letting us go ahead and go in and look around, even though we don't have any information about where his family happened to be buried here. It's a monument to somebody's relative who died during the war.
Nie, on czyta bardzo mało, ale mnie kiedy 13, wie pan, to Brest.
13 lat. No, szkoda, bo mógł się trochę nauczyć hebrajskiego, jak nie chciał.
We can go in for about a half an hour.
The caretaker said that they know of about 300,000 Jews that were buried in this cemetery. 300,000.
Joe, I got to show you, if we don't find our relatives, I got to show you of the richest Jew in Lund, a cemetery, what I know.
We only have about a half hour. The caretaker pretty much said he doesn't know we're in here. He's letting us go through. Unfortunately, my dad and I were looking through most of these. Most of the ones that are buried close to the middle of where the road is right here, they're in English, and you can tell the year and the person pretty easy. But the older tombstones are all in Hebrew, and you can see there's a lot of them in there, but they're in Hebrew.
They're overgrown and you can't even read them.
No, a lot of them you can't. But I bet if we looked hard enough, well, I can't unfortunately remember how to read my Hebrew numbers or nothing.
You see, let me show you. If it would be, Joe,
yes,
if it would be a stone, let me show you. You see, my grandfather was a priest. You see that on the top? It would be a coin. This is like a lion on top of it. This is a coin.
So it would be like that. My dad was saying
and
that
that's why they're fixing to build a new monument of those what they died in the ghetto.
This was the richest family, Jewish family in Lodz.
You see all those graves are of the Poznańskis, the richest family in the city. And they put up like a little chapel, and inside there are some graves of the Poznańskis too. And behind it's supposed to be a mass grave of 75,000 people right behind. A mass grave. Bornstein.
Okay. Ready to go back?
What? Ready or not, they throw me out. I got to go back. You know, I find out they don't want to keep me for
They got expedition papers on you, huh? Well, finally leaving. We're on the plane. Well, we're leaving. Say goodbye.
Yes, we're leaving. We're going to stay another 4 or 5 weeks.
All we got is $100, 400 zloty. You can stay a half a year for 400 zloty. See what it looks like out the window. A lot of farmland.
Pretty Polish countryside.
Yep. We're up near the northern part of Poland right now. I couldn't get the camera out in time to get some video of Warsaw. Warsaw's a big city. You're flying over it, you can see how big it is.
That's the field where they grow Polish computers.
Yeah. Well, we're right at the edge of the Baltic Sea. See the edge right there. Try to get some footage when we get over towards England. Just a going pretty fast too. No, not at all. Most of the time it's